Okay, good evening, everyone. First of all, I'm gonna say thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to present today. Today, I would like to present an article which the title is "The Impact of ChatGPT Feedbacks on the Development of EFL Student Writing Skills." This article was written by Petra Polapoka and Petra Evans. Before that, I'm gonna say, as we know, many students use ChatGPT to help them uh, study. Some students use it to answer questions, some students use to improve their grammar, and others use it when they are writing essays or assignment. So this researcher wants to know whether the feedback from a ChatGPT can really help EFL students improve their writing skill or not. Now, um, let's move to the next slides. Okay, okay, guys. Before I explain to you about this article, I'm gonna introduce myself to you. My name is Wayan Sugita. You can call me Udi. Okay, in this presentation, or in this article, I will explain about the background of the study, the research question, the methodology, and um, the findings, the discussion, and of course, the conclusion. I really hopefully after this presentation we can understand more about how ChatGPT can support students in learning English, especially in writing. Okay, next, introduction. In this introduction, I made some points here. As we know, technology has become an important part of education. Almost every student uses technology to study, search for information, or finish assignment. According to this article, Generation Z students or Gen Z are called digital natives because they grow up with the internet and digital technology. They are already familiar with smartphones, laptops, and online learning since they were young. Because of this, education also continues to change through the areas of education 4.0 and education 5.0. Education 4.0 is focused on using technology in teaching and learning, such as artificial intelligence (AI) or AI, digital platforms, and online learning tools. Um, and then Education 5.0 is more about the collaborative humans and technology. Technology is not change the humans, but technology help humans, like a student help student in learning. As we know, AI is famous in the world is ChatGPT. ChatGPT has been used by millions of the people around the world. It can answer questions, generate text, explain difficult topics, summarize the articles, and also give a feedback on the writing. Um, in language learning, writing is considered one of the most difficult skills because the student needs to pay attention to grammar, vocabulary, organization, and clarity. Many students have a good ideas, but sometimes they don't know how to organize those ideas into good writing. Because of that, feedback is very important to help a student improve their writings. However, even though ChatGPT is becoming more popular tools, there is still a limited research about whether a ChatGPT feedback really improves EFL student writing skills. So the researchers decide to conduct this study to investigate the impact of a ChatGPT feedback on student writing development. Okay, next about the research and question and hypothesis. Okay, in here there are two research and research question and hypothesis. The question is in the question is uh, can a student improve their writing skill through the utilization of ChatGPT feedback? In the simple words, the researchers want to know whether students could become a better writers after receiving feedback from ChatGPT. Based on this question, the purpose on the hypothesis. The hypothesis states that there is a significant improvement in the student writing skill through the utilization of the ChatGPT feedback. It means researchers expected that the ChatGPT will help a student identify their mistakes, fixes their writing, and improve their aspects such as grammar, vocabulary, and organization. Then maybe next to the methodology. Now I will explain to you about the methodology. This research uses a mix of methods approach. It means the researchers collected both quantitative and qualitative data. I will explain to you what is the quantitative data and qualitative data here. The quantitative data was used to measure student writing improvement, while the qualitative data was used to understand students' opinions and experience after using ChatGPT. The researcher also researcher uh, description. There were 110 students was participated in this study. They were 9 and 20 years old. Um, here. And then um, about the main instrument. Yeah, the main instrument this research was a ChatGPT. Here, ChatGPT is evaluated six aspects of student writing. Name is consciousness, inclusion of okay information, grammar, passive voice, linking words, and also reporting verbs. The research was conducted in three sessions. In the first sessions, students answer a questionnaire about their writing strengths, weakness, and expectation. After that, they read a text, uh, wrote a summary, and asked ChatGPT to evaluate their writing. At the second session, students revisited their summaries based on the feedback they receive from ChatGPT. Then ChatGPT compared the first and second version to see whether were there was any improvement. And finally, in the third session, the researchers conducted a focus group interviews to collect student opinions and experience after using ChatGPT. After the methodology, let's continue to the findings of this research. Okay, but the students' participation of their writing skill and expectation regarding ChatGPT utilization. Now, um, about this, as we know, before using a ChatGPT, the researcher asked students about their writing skill and their expectation. Many students say that creativity was their strength. Some also feel confident with their vocabulary in writing consistently. However, most students admitted that the grammar was still their biggest weakness. They also had some difficulty with vocabulary and organizing uh, their ideas. Most students expected ChatGPT to help them improve their grammar or vocabulary, generate ideas, and explain their mistakes. Overall, the students had a positive expectation and believed that ChatGPT could help them become a better writers. Become writers. Yeah. Okay, next. Okay, ChatGPT evaluated of student writing skills. After the student finished their summarized, ChatGPT evaluated their writings. The evaluated the evaluation focused on the six writing aspects. The results showed that many students were already good at encoding the main idea and writing concise summarizing. And then skip to the yeah, student improvement through ChatGPT feedbacks. After receiving the feedback, students visited the summarize and assigned them again. The results show clear improvement. Students improve their grammar, conciseness, use of key information, passive voice, linking words, and reporting verbs. From the interview, most students said that the ChatGPT feedback was helpful because it clearly explained their mistakes and made them more confident. Yes. And then about discussion, yeah. Based on this finding, the researcher found several advantages ChatGPT. You can see in here there is some benefits of the ChatGPT, and then a lot of gas also uh, has some limitation um, here, and then maybe this okay. I'm going to continue the conclusion here because this time is 15 minutes. So the conclusion is study found disability feedback can improve EFL student writing skills. And the students saw improvement in grammar, consciousness, key information, passive voice, linking words, and reporting first. Maybe that's all for me. Thank you very much. Goodbye.